Scams are more sophisticated, and that also means they are so much harder to detect. Whether via text, email, phone call, or social media, people of all ages are falling prey. According to the Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre, the top 3 types of scams reported in 2022 were phishing, extortion, and personal information scams. This adds up to $530 million in losses for victims. That's why all this month we are putting the spotlight on scam awareness. For a closer look at the most popular scams and what you can do to protect yourself, we're joined by tech analyst Carmi Levy. Good morning, Carmi.
Good morning, Kelsey. Great to be here.
So what are the top scams that people are falling for?
Well, you know, the big one is, I mean, ransomware is the #1 form of scam. It's a type of malware, which basically means malicious software. You click on the wrong link, your computer is locked up, you get a message saying if you want to have your data and your systems unlocked, send this amount of money to, this address, usually cryptocurrency, usually kind of a Bitcoin address or locker. But there are other forms of malware out there that you want to be aware of. So spyware, which soaks up your data in the background, sends it back to criminals, sends it back to the mothership. There are key loggers that capture your key presses and usernames, passwords, pins, things like that, which are then used in future attacks. And so depending on the payload, it can either be the precursor to a very damaging attack, or it can slow your machine down and give more information to marketers and scammers. Either way, it isn't something you want running in the background. Either way, it's something that you want to make sure that you are updating your devices to make sure that they're protected against this. So set auto update to on, make sure that you're limiting the number of people that you're interacting with on social media, because that's another vector for this kind of infection. And also, if you're not using apps on your device, turn them off. That's another avenue that malware uses to weasel its way into your device.
Carmi, one thing I'm seeing a ton on my social media is AI-based scams that are coming in the form of voices or whatnot. They're almost indistinguishable from the real thing. In what way are you seeing that scams have become more sophisticated like this?
Well, you know, we certainly saw it with the Taylor Swift deepfakes just the other day, right? AI is becoming far more, the fidelity is off the chart. So it's, even if you lean in, it's hard to tell, is that real or is it not? So you're seeing, for example, you'll get a call from someone saying, I'm a police officer, I'm a lawyer, some other authority figure. They'll actually have someone in your family, your grandchild, for example, their voice. I'm in trouble, I've been arrested, you've got to send money, you've got to bail me out. And it sounds exactly like them. So as time goes on, artificial intelligence is being used to create increasingly higher fidelity artifacts that fool us into believing that we're actually speaking to a legitimate person when we're not, which means that we're much more likely to be compromised.
Carmi, what should people do or check for so that they don't become victims?
First, we've got to overshare, because even when you, for example, fill out a survey or participate in a meme, share a meme on social media, you are creating information, personalized data that scammers can then harvest, scrape from these sites, and then use in future attacks against you. So look at what you're sharing on social media and kind of back that out. Also, when you receive a call or a message like this, recognize that they want to keep you engaged. So back out of them, get off of the call, and if they claim to be calling from your bank, you call the bank directly. You don't click on a link, you load it up in your browser, you type that URL directly. And also work with your family members. So for example, a lot of these impersonation scams are trying to trick you into believing you're speaking with someone in your family. Well, use a code word and have that conversation around the kitchen table, so that in case they are in trouble, they can use the code word. Then you can challenge someone when they call. If they don't use the code word, you know they're trying to get you.
I think the big takeaway there is question everything. Question everything.
It sounds very un-Canadian, but we need to be cynical first. We need to doubt everything. We can't just assume it is on the up and up. We have to force whoever reaches out to us to prove to us that they are in fact legit. If they don't pass that bar, we don't do what they're saying.
Carmi, thank you so much for this information.
Appreciate being here, Kelsey. Thanks.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.